This one is Chapter 2, The Firecat. Joe took Pickles to the chief, who was sitting at his desk. "Oh," said the chief, "I know this young cat. He is the one who chases little cats." "How do you know?" asked Joe. The chief answered, "A fire chief knows many things." There's Pickles' face. He's listening. He's paying attention. Just then the telephone began to ring. "Hello," said the chief. "Oh, hello, Mrs. Goodkind. Yes, Pickles is here. He came in with Joe. What did you say? You think Pickles would like to live in our firehouse?" "Well, we shall see." "Thank you, Mrs. Goodkind. Goodbye." There's the chief on the phone. The chief looked at Pickles and said, "Mrs. Goodkind says you're not a bad cat, and Joe likes you. I will let you live here if you learn to be a good firehouse cat." Good deal. Pickles walked quietly up the stairs after Joe. Joe and Pickles went into a room where the firemen lived. The men were pleased to have a cat, and they wanted to play with Pickles. Suddenly, the fire bell rang. All the firemen ran to a big pole, and down they went, and the pole was a fast way to get to their trucks. Pickles could hear the truck start off and rush off to the fire. Pickles said to himself, "I must learn to do what the firemen do. I must learn to slide down the pole." He jumped and put his paws around the pole and bumped. And down he fell. Bump. Again. Bump. And again. Bump. And again. Bump, bump. Pickles said to himself, "I must keep learning everything I can." So he learned to jump up on one of the big trucks. There he is. He jumped pretty far. He's a ninja cat. And he learned to sit up and straight in the seat as the truck raced to a fire. "Oh, what a wonderful cat you are," said the fireman. The chief did not say anything. Pickles said to himself, "Now I must learn to help the firemen with their work." At the next fire, he jumped down from the truck. He ran to a big hose and put his paws around it. He tried to help the firemen. "What a wonderful cat you are," said the fireman. The chief did not say anything. The next day, the chief called all the firemen to his desk, and then he called for Pickles. Pickles did not know what was going to happen. He said to himself, "Maybe the chief does not like the way I work. Maybe he wants to send me back to my old yard." But Pickles went to the chief, and at the chief's desk stood all the firemen and Mrs. Goodkind. All in the chief's office. Look at that. I think that gave it away. The chief said to Pickles, "I have asked Mrs. Goodkind to come because she was your first friend. Pickles, jump up on my desk. I have something to say to you." Pickles jumped up on the desk and looked at the chief. Out of the desk, the chief took, you guessed it, 'Cause I showed you a little cat fire hat. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Wouldn't you love to see one of your kitties wearing a fire hat? Like maybe, I don't know. I wonder if they wear hats already. Pickles, said the chief, I have watched you at your work. You have worked hard. The time has come for you to know that you are now our firecat. And with those words, the chief put the hat on Pickles' head. Now we come to chapter 3, and it's called, you guessed it, The Old Tree. Remember when I said, remember that tree? We're going to revisit it in this next chapter shortly.